diapers in the bag. I'm the one that put the diapers in the bag.
Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we kick
Nah, she just picks and chooses. Like sometimes, like those diapers probably been in there for like 3 months. Yeah, he done. He's done with the fun.
Okay, this time I need a fun. What's the matter?
He said, this nigga done put my feet out. I done had socks on all day. Hey. Alright, hold on. Now you gotta wait.
Set to go now in week 6
Alright, here you
of
go.
the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Alright, go ahead. Nah, which one?
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that
No, a lot of
right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday?
A lot of people on that joint that you would never get.
You go to them early and often.
I seen all kind of people I knew on that joint. I'm like, what the hell?
Before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Throwing is Hurts. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. That's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think the quarterback just says,
Hey, stop touching it, man. I don't want to have to give me a little tail, but I really will. Stop.
The Bears at 3-2, gained over 500 here to start the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the whole crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And
You better not touch it.
too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them starting at 3rd and 10.
Just stop touching stuff, man.
And the Commanders are going to get possession and force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go?
No, he keep trying to grab the broom. Yeah.
Prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time.
I didn't realize he had to jump. He was jumping on the trampoline, and I turned and looked. He holding it in his hand like this, jumping up and down.
At their own 42. Now we'll look to to throw it. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you
there's all kind of people on there.
The NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also touches a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it from
20678.
football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Yeah, you still just don't expect it when you know somebody. Like,
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the
Sam Howell just threw that terrible pass.
That you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He gets so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession. There he goes, right side.
You said what?
Touchdown, Chicago.
Brandon, I've called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw. That was a long touchdown to the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place.
Nice.
On a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Want your elephant? Let me get your elephant.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
Oh, you have a conversation with yourself. You said, I don't care, I'm nosy. You said, man, I'm nosy, I know. Then you said, I don't care. Like, you just had a conversation with yourself. You was crazy. That's what you did.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be second down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate
What's his name?
receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the
I'll tell you who he is.
something was off with that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I want to play pass. There's a whole bunch of them out here.
Howell, another throw on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. It's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Briggs, shut up.
You shake off the interception you throw in the opening drive, come back and throw another
So you had one to apply for the job, then what?
And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
He said his first name was Hunter. He said his first name was Hunter. Oh, I said, dang, my dude was in his first name, Hunter.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Bears are going to take possession as they
by my house.
the 42-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL.
Yeah, it's probably a couple of them that live in the neighborhood, more than one.
Early showing today. That's a couple for him here in
Dude,
this
it's
first
creepy.
half. He's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Moonlight is right across from
That's Fuller.
the street right across.
A big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Oh yeah, you know the first one you sent me.
As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground.
Oh, you might not know the first one that
But if you're going to
you
get
sent
like
me.
10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And a short game
I worked
there
with
down to the 37-yard
with his wife.
On the keeper, and it'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
Yeah, I worked with his
That's
wife.
exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly.
They live in Calvert Town.
Ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
I can't remember the girl's name. Her name like Dasani or Kasani or something like that. Oh yeah, for real. You know a girl? She went to Calvert.
It's a loss of a
Her name like Asani or something. She went to Calvert.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside.
You know what I'm talking about?
Decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball
Yeah,
carrier.
she probably just graduated. If that. Yeah, that's her father.
On EA Sports.
Yep. Yeah, that's her father. I don't know that little nigga.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down.
Edward Schmidt. Oh yeah. We already know about him. He's ready to get the paws put on him once. Yeah.
Here's Hurts to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be fourth down.
Nah, but it is though. That's what made me look around my way, cause they had posted like a list on the internet and shit, like on the Southern Maryland Baynet joint.
One touchdown game.
Huh?
I think there on the left hash mark, he's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. But this ball started right and start working away from him, and it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
Yeah, I could have told you. It's the same thing wherever you move at, wherever you want to move at least. It's gonna be the same thing.
Now these brown tablets lost their brown cover. Let's find it.
Out there,
Man,
set ready for this next
it's a
drive.
lot everywhere. It's just they can be on there for anything though. Like it's a lot of shit that is considered. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion.
Who the fuck is us? Who the fuck is us?
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him.
Yeah, I remember.
And could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
She need a fucking down. That's a problem.
Officially, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Exactly. That's how she get money. Just driving that motherfucking car around. She might as well.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses.
He's got a man complete, and he'll be brought down at 27. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Hey, you can't watch the TV because we are always on the game.
13 that they're walking up on. Hurts. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
You made her your friend. That's just what you want to get.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle.
You gave her your number. You made her your friend. What other guest you give your number to? Or that's just the first one you told me because I know her. Yeah, like, so you made her your friend. Like, that's it.
They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You thought a woman that come up to the desk and talk to you every single day wasn't gonna call you and text you. Fuck out of here, man.
Because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Montgomery forcing his way into the end zone.
Get off the TV.
It's a touchdown.
Thank you.
That is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14.
But that's the thing, though. You can be a sex offender for looking at a woman and a woman complaining about you looking too much or doing something. You know what I'm saying? As which type?
Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
If they're a child or if they're something else.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Right. Right, because for all you know, it could be a 24-year-old that was messing with a 16-year-old and he could have got his age lied to the whole time.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside.
That's still a charge. Anybody find out? Shit. That's definitely a charge. Oh, look. I'm feeling, you can tell how old the girl is.
On 1st down, Howell. quick slant, Dotson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of
Just
7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nothing fancy
just by
on first
interaction,
down, but a
shit.
very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Because they don't want to get arrested.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go.
Right, and they like,
And it's gonna
nah,
bring up
now I
third
might get
down.
arrested messing around.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Because I'm ready to get arrested, I guess.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And this was a nice example of an
Who's that,
offensive
what?
coordinator scheming
Who that,
his
Dotson?
guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked off.
And I traded away Curtis Samuel,
Plenty
man.
of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And once more, Hal back to the air. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown. De'Ami Brown. His 3rd touchdown
Turf
now
toe.
on the year. And the
kidding me?
Commanders have cut it back within a score. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
Fuck.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
No, you got me on speaker. I was about to fry your ass up on something, but I can't even say it out loud.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Nah, it was like an inside joke.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Okay,
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is...
He's got a man complete.
That nigga said, let it be an outside.
That's a game.
Let it be an outside.
Around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Yeah, I'm bad. I said, yeah, I'm bad. Oh, I ain't saying. I told you, I'm not saying that shit out loud. No, cool.
Back to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Oh,
Only a yard of the completion.
you love to hear it. You love to hear it.
That's the mismatch that you want.
You love to hear it.
To try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left.
Back up from the TV, Jermaine Hunter Jr. the third.
Half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for
You can take him for Halloween.
Halftime report. Coach.
Let them scare their whole life out.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
I don't know. You need to check all the dates to see if we gonna have them. If we gonna have them.
Down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line, and no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped
For real?
to 18.
For real? You said we get them back? Oh, you know that's nice though. That whole week, if it's up to me, the whole week if it's up to me. You might as well call out the whole week.
The Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So, what the fuck am I needed for then?
They go play action with Hurts.
I said, so what the hell am I needed for then?
Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback.
Right, but why can't I play that?
Downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
Whatever, bro.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
For what?
Let's try it. That's it. He found the orange ball's orange color. Orange you go.
Let me call you in a little bit after I get my shit together.
To gain the first here. They'll run it here. And he lost the football. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, that's right. It's the soccer field green grass. Whoa! Oh, Jim is having a hard time keeping the ball into the net. Let's watch her again and see if we can help her.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And for the 4th time, it's an interception. Connor Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. I tell you, there is no antidote for
what was the point of me
speed.
putting the damn option defense on conservative if everybody continues to run with it?
Defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
Forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
These niggas are gay. This game is gay.
And as a runner, one of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
After the main field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's
my man fell
down
backwards
inside
and
the
they called
20.
that a user hit stick.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
What the fuck?
Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play.
I should have been through that shit anyway, but damn.
Just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot
Why is he an X
in
factor?
today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Johnson blitzing from the secondary and picking up the sack.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and long, here's Howell. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football back. It's time to run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A read option, here's Montgomery. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Phidarian Mathis in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let him on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
and my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Now throwing on first down here. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. First down, Howell to throw. He completes this to Cole Turner. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. Down inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late point. He wants his lead to stay right.
Oh, Howell loses it. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him.
Ready. There go B.
Defensively there from Cole Holcomb. When this offense
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Like a lot of what they
you better not.
Numbers, but they might fast forward.
You better not.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding.
No.
I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And a lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. I told my boss, it ain't no limit.